What's up, I'm B and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another weekly decompression session. I apologize in advance if you can hear the mower going on in the background. Our landscaping company is here and I did not know that they would be coming at 6 a.m. My husband and I used to schedule landscaping because we had a friend who had his own company, but he recently stopped doing that full time and got like a corporate job, and so we used to schedule it. Now my father-in-law, who is also our landlord, schedules it, and so I did not know that we would be getting landscaping done at 6 a.m. Surprise, here we are. So that's been going on, and then you guys don't need to know this is irrelevant, but our toilet in the hallway bathroom was leaking, and so I called Father Haney and I was like, hey, can you come check this out? I'm not quite sure what's going on. And so he also came by this morning to take a look at it. Apparently there's a gasket between the tank and the wall that's leaking, so hey, he's like, I don't know if I just want to replace that or replace the toilet altogether. And I'm like, please just replace that toilet altogether, because who doesn't like getting something new, right? Like, obviously replace the toilet. I mean, he'll do whatever he wants to do, and that's totally fine. But point is, it has been a morning, and it is only 7:07 a.m., and I apologize if you could hear the mower going on or the weed whacker in the background as we go through this video, but all of that's beside the point. The few things that we're going to talk about today. First and foremost, Bethany Beal. Miss Girl just keeps posting. Isn't that interesting how a content creator would just keep posting content? You know, I don't, like, jokes aside, there was an article that came out about like her kind of sudden switch from purity culture to now all the time like talking about sex and being married and how great it is, and how that's kind of an odd shift for evangelical Christians to go through, and how it's kind of whiplash for the audience. And I can do a whole video about that if you want, but she seemed pretty bothered. I know Paul and Morgan made a video about it, and I tried to watch the video. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make like my own video about it or my own reaction to it, but I was like, let me just watch a few minutes of it. It was rough. I understand that they do the live streams and then they cut them down and make them shorter and kind of try to cut stuff out. But man, I don't know, it has me assessing if I do this too, but it just felt like it took so long for the video to get started that I'm like, I'm 5 minutes in and nothing has happened other than just like a few intro pieces. So I don't know, it kind of sent me into a tailspin of evaluating my own content. But regardless of that, I saw a reel from Bethany that was just so interesting, because she's really going hard on these, you know, she works smart reels. And I did a video about a few of the reels that she posted and why I'm not super confident in this business venture for her. And one of the reels I saw was her comparing selling a course or a training to one-on-one coaching, and saying that like, you should go with a course or training because you can make money every day, you can reach hundreds if not thousands of people. So with coaching, one-on-one coaching, it's just 1-to-1, and with a course or a training, it could be 100-to-1. And I just thought, that's so smart, Bethany. Why doesn't my therapist host group therapy sessions? Because then he could help 100 people at the same time. Why doesn't that work? I don't know why I'm so angry. I'm not angry, but I'm like, you know, oh, why wouldn't he do that? Maybe because not everybody needs the same thing from you. Not everybody is going to be able to take everything that's included in your training, right? Like, there are certain situations that are different from other situations. And so especially with Bethany never having released a course before, and she still hasn't even released her course, and she's talking about, oh, you can make hundreds of dollars a day. Does that make sense for you to say definitively that a course is better than one-on-one coaching? Honestly, I wouldn't trust somebody to release a course if they haven't done one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching is a great way to like get your feet wet and actually help people if you want to be a business mentor, because you can get direct feedback, you can hear their situation. If you do one-on-one coaching with people from a few different niches. You can kind of learn the nuances and the little like quirks of each niche and how that happens and like what kind of business these people want to do. You can get all of that information. You can help them one-on-one. You can see what works. You can see what doesn't work. And I said this in my last video, do a few one-on-one coaching sessions, or like take a few months to do that. Say, I'll do it for a discounted rate, or I'll do it for free if you provide me with a testimonial, and you know, we're helping each other out. Like, I can help you create your business, because Bethany did, you know, create with her sister Kristen Girl Defined Ministries. And so they do have an online media presence. And so like she has some experience in that, and she can help her customers that way. And then her customers can help her in getting practice and actually coaching somebody and telling them the how of how you do that and how you get successful. Although I was looking at the Girl Defined YouTube channel, and I don't know what's going on. Like, let me read these to you. They have 159,000 subscribers, and their last few videos, first one was posted 16 hours ago and it has 1.8 thousand views. Next one is 7.5 thousand, and it's her addressing, you know, our married Christian influencers to pro sex now. But then after that, we've got like 4.7 thousand views, 10,000 views, 2,000 views, 2.4 thousand views, 1.9 thousand views. And it just seems like they're not really getting a ton of traction on their videos, when I feel like at 159,000, like you should be getting more views than that. I don't want to view shame, but I'm just saying, like, statistically, for the number of subscribers you have, that view count on average should be a little bit higher. So that could also be why she's like trying to push this new business so hard, because they probably don't know how reliable their YouTube channel and Girl Defined Ministries can be. All that's to say, though, I think it's kind of foolish to speak as if you know what you're talking about and you're an expert when you haven't even released your first course yet. The next thing I'm going to tell you is probably going to have your jaw on the floor, and it'll have you saying, oh no, because that's what it did for me when I saw it. Brittany Dawn's husband, Jordan Nelson, is going on a podcast called Blunt Forced Discussion, which, why? That's a name choice. That's a choice that you made. To talk about, you know, presumably a variety of topics, but especially he is going to address the incident that got him fired from the Kansas City police force. Now, if you don't know what that incident is, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but just know that he used excessive force on an unarmed black man who matched the description of a suspect that they were looking for. Had not been identified as the suspect, had not done anything, was not being combative. I've seen the video. The video's out there, so if you want to learn more about it, you certainly can. Man standing like this. Officers approaching him. Jordan comes up and just rocks him, takes him down, smacks him against the pavement for no reason at all. And after this, you know, obviously he faced consequences for it. He was fired and he was sued by ACLU. So, you know, not a good situation at all. And also one of the things that he is most heavily criticized for, as he should be, because why would you do that? And he hasn't like addressed it, but Brittany Dawn posted on her Instagram stories that she's so proud that he's finally telling his story, because he's been such a godly man and held his tongue every time somebody tried to use the incident that they know nothing about against him. And so she's so glad people are going to be able to hear his side of the story. I mean, unless your side of the story is, I was a complete a-hole and I abused my power and I made a terrible decision and they should have sued me, and looking back I've learned that that was not an appropriate thing to do and I was completely in the wrong. Unless that's what he's going to say, I don't want to hear anything. And even then, I don't think it would make it right, but at least I wouldn't be seething hearing him tell the story, right? But I don't think that's what he's going to do. I took a look at that Blunt Force Discussion podcast page, and it seems a little bit off. I have not listened to any of the podcast episodes, but one of them was with somebody from Monate and talking about like how Monate's not the devil, and just some interesting topics, some interesting maybe kind of ultra-conservative, far-right leaning topics and guests. So just be wary if you decide to listen to it, is all I would say. But we'll have to see what comes out from that. I am sure that she will be promoting the episode like no other once it starts to come out. And also, I don't like to make comments on anybody's like modesty or immodesty, but Britney Dawn posted stories promoting that they were recording this podcast, and then like the next slide was her in a sports bra and teeny tiny workout shorts, and she was like, workout fit. Girl, like pick an angle and stick to it. I don't understand how you're gonna be like, modest is hottest, modesty, freed from, you know, trying to look good for the world, and then that's what you're gonna post. It's just frustrating and exhausting. Like, pick a lane and stick to it. I don't understand why people get on the internet and be fake. Like, I get it, because you're trying to grift. You're trying to make money by putting yourself forward as a certain person or a certain kind of person, or saying that you have these values so that way people will look to you as an expert, and then they'll give you their money and their time, and you can get sponsorships and all that. I understand why people do it, but I just feel like that's got to be so exhausting to always have to try and remember the lie that you're telling your audience and be like, oh wait, does this align with who I've told them I am? Whereas if you just get online and you are who you are, you don't have to worry about that. You can just be yourself, and it's a lot easier than having to try and remember who you told your audience that you were. But enough about those two messes. Amazon Prime Day happened this week. Did you get anything good? I was very responsible this week because I was looking at things and I wanted to get them so bad, but I showed restraint. I did order 2 things on Prime Day, and then there were 2 things that I was waiting to see if they would go on like sale for Prime Day, and they didn't, so I just got them anyway at full price. But those 2 were the 32-ounce Stanley cups that can go in your cup holder. I know they're all the rage now. I try not to buy too much into trends, but this girl at my work has one. She's on my team, and it just looks so cute. And I was like, that would be so nice to have. We're planning a vacation coming up here soon, and so it would be nice to have them for like water in the car on the way, and then if we can take them to the beach, our drinks can stay cold. So I wanted them really bad. They did not go on sale, and so I just ordered them on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday. Tuesday. Irrelevant, but it was Tuesday. I know it for a fact. And I got Rick the granite color, and I got myself the ochre color, and it said it was supposed to be here on Thursday, but then I checked my tracking and it was like now expected August 2nd. So I think a lot of people also got that color, like maybe they were also waiting to see if it would go on sale for Prime Day, but alas, it did not. I ended up getting the white one because Rick's got here on Wednesday. And so I ordered this like the polar color for me to see if that'll come in faster. It's supposed to be here by Saturday. So, and then the other things I got that were actually on Prime Day sale was a jar of the peanut butter Orgain protein powder. I really like the Orgain protein powder. I usually get just the big jar, like, I don't know, I feel weird saying jar because it's not glass, but container, the big container from Costco, but I usually just get vanilla so that way it'll go in with whatever I mix it in with. However, I saw that peanut butter and I was just like, that would be good because the greens that I take every day are chocolate flavored, so I was like, it's a match. It's made in heaven. And then I also got the Orgain protein bars. They are s'more flavored. So I'm excited for that. I usually have like a little snack in the mid-morning and I try to get a lot of protein. For some reason, I don't know if it's just like my food preferences, but I feel like I have such a hard time getting protein in and also staying at like a reasonable calorie intake. That's a tough balance for me. I don't know if you can relate, but yeah, so I try to like buy things that are specifically for protein, and they were on sale, and so I was like, yum, perfect, let me get them. They got here yesterday, so I am excited to try them today. The thing that I really wanted to get that I didn't because I was being responsible with money is the Ninja Foodie Indoor Grill. I want it so bad. I don't know if I would actually even use it because we do have a grill outside, but sometimes it's just so hot outside that I don't want to go out there. But then most of the stuff that I would go make on the grill, I can make in the air fryer. So it's like, you know, you can do a burger or a black bean burger or even hot dogs you can do in the air fryer. They're pretty decent. So I don't know that I would need an indoor grill, but it just seems so cool. And our friend has one. He lives in Georgia, so like I haven't seen it in action, but he said that it's amazing. He loves it. And so that was my hard temptation. But obviously, y'all know if you watched last week's video, Rick's got a lot of medical bills happening, and we're also trying to pay off our car before the end of the year. I think that goal might have to take a little bit of a back seat, but I was just like, be responsible, make good choices. My thing is like, if I'm good with money, if I'm like good on the budget and like everything is flowing smooth, like I am steadfast. I don't need anything. I don't need makeup. I don't need Starbucks. I do not need to go out to eat. I am good. But then the second something like slips up, I'm like, oh, well, it's ruined. You know, I couldn't put as much money towards the car this week as I had planned because we had this unexpected expense come up. I'm done. Might as well spend, you know, $200 on this thing that I don't even need. That's kind of my mentality. And I know that that's a flawed mentality. So trying to work on being better and like being conscious of it and making better choices, because this is something that I've also noticed about myself. I'm very much kind of an all or nothing kind of person. So I am actively working on settling into a happy medium, and I think it's going well because, again, I did not buy the Ninja Foodie Grill and I did not buy a Soda Stream, which is something that I've also been wanting because we just buy so much Waterloo and LaCroix. Like, we constantly are buying it, and I feel like it might be more cost effective over the long run and space effective if we had a Soda Stream as opposed to having all those cans in our fridge, but whatever. That's a conversation for another day. But do let me know if you got anything from Prime Day. I love to hear what people get and what they're looking out for, what they're on the hunt for, if they get a good deal. Love a good deal. And also let me know what you think about Bethany Beal, Brittany Dawn, all their shenanigans. Tell me in the comments down below. And while you're doing that, if you would consider liking this video or subscribing to my channel, that would be incredible. And if you're subscribed already, thank you so much. I am so appreciative of you, and I love being able to just sit here, hang out with you, and talk about whatever. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to people, and I will see you in the next one.